Hi everyone, it's the Tides Changing here, and welcome to part 5 of Let's Play The Sims 4. So in this part, we are back with Brian, Meredith, and Malcolm, and this is the first of the parts where I don't have to do a long introduction in the beginning. So we're just going to be getting right into things, which should be fun, of course. And it's Sunday though, but so Brian doesn't have work, but both Meredith and Malcolm have work at 4 and 5 p.m. I did say in the first part that in the next part that I was with this household, I wanted to throw, a house party and have everyone come over. So I'm going to do that today, but I'm going to have it be more of an afternoon cookout type of a thing. So, Meredith and Malcolm could be there for part of the party, and then once they go off to work, Brian will still be here, though, to look after the house, hang out with his friends. And apparently while I was gone, they cooked tofu dogs. I guess they are running into the same issue that I had where they can't use the oven, I guess, that... Wait, no, actually they can, though, because there's grilled cheese there, so never mind. It wasn't the same issue I had with Lily and Taz's house where there wasn't counter space, because there's a completely open counter there that they can use to cook food, and I think that one was completely open also. But, I'm gonna put away this mess that they left out, like... I don't know if this was all from the first part or what. But, he's just eating a tofu dog for breakfast. I guess that's the breakfast of champions, and he wants to reach charisma level 2. Brian and Meredith and Malcolm should both be getting up soon. And it appears as though Meredith still doesn't know anything about Malcolm's infidelity. They're still good. But I guess when she gets up, we'll have her get a tofu dog too, and we can have him get one. They're all kind of hungry. And what is he doing? Let's see, he wants to do an impression for someone. Tell a joke and apologize to Malcolm for being there. No, we're not gonna have you apologize. Yeah, so I guess their relationship still really isn't that good. Let's see, why does he hate this Irish person? What happened? And he still dislikes Malcolm too. I do think at the beginning of this party, because for Malcolm's aspiration, he wants to have 3 Sims dislike him, and so far it's just Brian. So I'm gonna have him be mean to some of the other people in the group to get him to be disliked by 2 more people. They don't really like him a whole lot anyway. He's really only nice to Meredith, and everyone else is just kind of a jerk too. But it looks like they're actually kind of nicely chatting to each other now for once. And she is still sleeping. Hopefully she gets up soon. And let's see, apparently her task for her job was to clean 3 dishes. Sounds pretty easy. I guess it'll get a little bit more demanding as she goes forward in the career, but let's get rid of this and throw away this. I don't like having that kind of clutter around. At least you can lazily just drag and drop stuff into the sink. And what is she doing? She's getting her tofu dogs, and I think when it's about noon I'm gonna throw that little party. It is unfortunate though that in The Sims 4, unlike with The Sims 3, you can't choose what time the party starts at. You have to pretty much just starts as soon as you go to plan it. So it looks like they're being romantic with each other. I think he just blew a kiss to her. And Brian's just over here like, ugh, really? Not in front of me. So we're gonna have him, we'll have Brian plan since he's a little bit friendlier with everyone. So let's plan that social event. Nice to have a nice little afternoon cookout, and Meredith can tend to the bar. We can have Brian or Malcolm make some hot dogs. So let's just do a house party. I think that's... Yeah, that's it. So we'll have a house party. The host can be, we can have Brian be the host. And then the guests can be, we'll just have everyone. Sim needs to go to work in the middle of the social event. Oh, well, so we'll have... I think that's, yeah, that's... Wait, why can't Olivia come over? I guess maybe she's at work, that's why? I don't know, but for some reason Olivia can't come. I guess she's doing something. But we don't really need any of this other stuff, it's just a simple get-together, so we'll just have it here, of course. And they should all be coming over shortly, so we'll have Malcolm get on cooking some hot dogs. So let's do some hamburgers, actually. Do something different. Someone keeps making tofu dogs. And we can have Meredith go over here and tend to the bar. And I guess people will come over and want drinks, so we'll just have her go over and do that, and that'll help her with her aspirations, since she wants to make 20 drinks and she's only made 3, so she really needs to get... Oh, come on! Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Okay, there's no firefighters, so we have to extinguish it ourselves. Maybe I shouldn't have had him cook. Alright, we'll replace that. Maybe he wasn't the best. Okay, let's try this again, and hopefully he doesn't catch the house. Did everyone else leave? Oh, good, they're just out there. Alright. Well, we'll have, we'll have Meredith get back to making, or we'll have her get back to tending the bar. And where did Malcolm go? Alright, so he's just out there. We'll have him get on being mean. So let's see. Let's mock outfit. There we go. And he's doing this where Meredith can't see him around the other side of the house because she's just back there still tending to the bar. I don't know if anyone's coming over asking her to make drinks. Let's insult. He's gonna ruin this party. Imply mother is a llama. And let's see, he doesn't care about begging for forgiveness. I just saw the interaction there. Let's jeer. Let's mock outfit again.
Like him.
And I think he's near where he's gonna be disliked by him. Nope, not quite. Alright, just a little bit more. Let's have him yell at him again. Let's see, he's also got 16 out of 25 mean and mischievous interactions, too. So we're killing two birds with one stone here, and it looks like CJ dislikes him now. And it looks like Brian finished off the hot dogs, so right now he's angry. Rant and rave to someone. Alright, let's have him insult face. Alright, we'll have him insult Bobby's face. He's just ruining the whole party here, man. So he's gonna insult Bobby's face and ruin this nice conversation. So I guess people are back there. Oh, it looks like so it looks like Taz is back there. They're just hanging out at the bar. And so she's made 4 drinks now. And so he's back to getting. So did he insult his face? Let's provoke. And while he's being mean to Bobby, we'll have Brian show off his muscles to Lily. I don't think Brian really has a whole lot of muscle to show off though. But she seems to like it though. And what else can we do? We'll have him thank her for coming. And let's see if we can have him joke about old times. You know, you can joke about that little childhood misunderstanding that, you know, they thought that they were each other's boyfriend and girlfriend. But, you know, for now, there we go, let's joke about old times. Let's see, is he still being mean? Yep, alright, let's rant and rave. Okay, so it looks like, I think Meredith, oh shoot! Meredith starts work. We need her to... Alright, so unfortunately she has to stop tending the bar and go off to work, and, she's washed dishes, so that should help her out a little bit. I don't think she'll get promoted this time, though, but she's off. Let's see, does he have another sim disliking him yet? Nope. Let's throw a drink. He's just pissed off with everyone at this party. Oh. Let's insult face. I don't think he did that. Let's see, I think we can get this milestone accomplished at this party before he goes off to work. Let's chew out. Let's yell at. Let's provoke again. Yeah, he's going off to work soon, so he'll be out of there soon enough. Okay, let's do a couple more. Let's trick with hand buzzer, and then imply mother's a llama, and then that should do it. Alright, so he completed that milestone, so now oh gosh. So now he has to be disliked by 10 sims, insult 10 sims, and be despised by 2 neighbors. Alright, so we're gonna actually have him go out on the town and get some people to hate him. But, okay, you need to get out of here and leave these people alone, and, oh cool, someone else downloaded that. But you need to get out of here. Alright, you go off to work and leave this party alone, because you've ruined it. I mean, I know I made him ruin it, but that's just how much of a that's just how much an awful person he is, that he would just completely... He would insult everyone who attends the party, but now it's just Brian left, so, you know, things will be a little bit nicer, and, oh, it looks like there's some more hamburgers up there, too. Oh man, it only got a bronze medal though. It didn't really do that well, but these guys are still hanging around though, so maybe we're gonna have him talk. So we'll have him tell Brian an unbelievable story. Oh, let's see. Uh-oh, dirty dishes are piling up and Meredith can't keep up. Meredith can either overload the dishwasher or give up and leave some dishes unwashed. Let's overload the dishwasher. Whoops, the dishwasher malfunctioned. Now Meredith has to wash all the dishes by hand and clean up. Oh, that sucks. Aw, looks like CJ's mad. Aw. Yeah, I think that's probably still left over from Malcolm. Looks like he's leaving. I don't know if, I guess Brian or Bobby's not leaving yet. So he's still sticking around for a little bit, which is good. And show off muscles, I think. I don't think he can really show off his muscles to Bobby, because, you know, Bobby's got a lot more going on in the muscle department. Let's enthuse about a new show, though. And I don't know if, let's see, is anyone else still here? Nope, it looks like everyone else left, so it's just Bobby hanging out. Let's see if we can ask Bobby to hang out so he stays around. He sticks around. Let's see. I think we can just go to friendly and ask to hang out. Where is that? No, I guess we can't. Well, let's ask about Dalo. But I guess Bobby's gonna leave shortly. And he wanted to reach level 2 charisma. I guess he's let's see how that skill's doing. Yeah, well, we can have him after Bobby leaves. We're gonna have him talk in the mirror to get that up a little bit. Although he's gonna pee like a champion right now. And I don't know if Bobby will still be there when he's done. He'll probably. Oh no, looks like he's sticking around. So let's joke about old times once he's done. We'll let him actually do it first though. All right, so we'll joke about old times. So that's cool though, that Bobby's gonna stick around and not just leave like everyone else. And we'll goof around with him a bit. So let's see, Bobby's tense. That's probably still from having a drink thrown in his face by Malcolm. But unfortunately though, Malcolm won't be back till like 1 in the morning, I think, so, you know, Bobby won't have to deal with him again. Let's propose a crazy scheme. And what does he want to do? He wants to admire himself in the mirror. Alright, well, let's have him admire himself. Really quickly. There we go. Bobby's out there doing some push-ups. Debate captain. Let's debate captains. Let's see, how do we do that? I don't know if that's talking about about Star Trek captains. How do we do that? Let's see, as a geek, Brian wants to have a nerdy conversation with someone. How do we do this? Would that be in funny? I guess we'll just do a geeky interaction and then maybe it'll come up. So let's enthuse about new shows again and see if that comes up. And he wants to apologize to Malcolm. No. Malcolm's the one who should apologize, but Malcolm's not going to because he knew full well what he was doing. Oh, and he actually wants to practice speaking in the mirror. Alright, let's enthuse about new show. Did he actually do it? And let's see if he can talk about debate about captains again, or you know, this time. No, it looks like he can't. Let's discuss world peace. CJ's or Brian's a good guy. You know, he likes to talk about that. So now he's feeling energized and he wants to go to the gym. We'll have him stick around here, but let's have him hit bump Bobby.
Garza!
Aww. But, you know, we should probably let Bobby go. He's a little bit tense. He probably just wants to go home and unwind after how much of a jerk Malcolm was towards him. So let's say goodbye to him, and then we can have Brian here practice his charisma and get that skill up a little bit. So let's have him practice speech in the mirror. Well, it's the next morning, and Brian is the first one up. He goes to work in less than an hour, though. And he does get home at 5, I believe. Malcolm and Meredith both work today, but then they go in she goes in at 4 and he goes in at 5. So, you know, I'll just play as the two of them until he gets back from work, and then, you know, once he gets back on work, once he gets back from work, I will focus on playing as him. And I think what I'm going to have him do when he gets home from work is go out to the lounge in, I guess maybe we'll just have him go to the Blue Velvet and stick around here in Willow Creek. I was about to say have him go to the lounge that's in Oasis Springs, but I think I'll just have him stick around here. You know, he can go there, practice his comedy a little bit on the mic, and also take care of introducing himself to 10 Sims. So, you know, he just meets some people and, you know, get out of the house, get away from Malcolm. But these two are actually just about to wake up, and Brian just went off to work. In a not so good mood, though, unfortunately. But we need to have her take care of her needs some, so we'll have her just go to... Actually, wait, no, this is their bathroom, technically, though. So we'll have them use this one, so... Take a bath. Oh, wait, no, was I... Whatever. Okay, no, we'll... One second, though, we'll have him use this one, then. For some reason, I thought I was on her, but alright, we'll have him take a shower and go to the bathroom. And she will have her take a bath, which should help with her, being a little bit grungy, and then we'll have her cook some breakfast. Or brunch now, I guess, so we'll have her cook, let's see. Let's have her make a family-sized serving of some scrambled eggs for the two of them. He's just in there taking a shower now. And we'll have her go off and take care of that. And I guess until she goes to work, I'll probably have her work on mixing some more drinks, because she's already accomplished the washing dishes 3 times thing. So I'll have her focus on making some drinks, you know, and, damn, they stuck hot dogs up there. Bills are... Oh, shoot! They might get their power shut off, because, they owe 2,954 simoleons. Jeez, that's ridiculous. I mean... In The Sims 3, like, you would have a ginormous mansion, your bills would only be like 1,000 simoleons. It's ridiculous in The Sims 4. Like, I don't think they only have 1,800 now. I don't think they're gonna be able to come up with 1,100 simoleons in 48 hours. Oh man, this will be interesting. So let's see, what are these two doing? So they're just eating together. We should probably clean up this whole mess from the party, and I'm gonna put this away so it doesn't go bad. And what is this? We'll just shoot, did I forget a trash can? Okay, we'll throw it. Okay, apparently can't throw it away. Alright, whatever. I'll just stick that back up there. You know, we'll have Malcolm clean all this up. And then we'll have him clean up that. And yeah, he's not really feeling good from oh, did he not even eat yet? Oh well. Alright, so let's have her go out and make some drinks. I think that'll hopefully help with her low fun, you know, maybe she'll enjoy making some drinks, and that's kinda fun to her. Hopefully it is, though, because she really needs to bring that up. And she goes home, she goes to work in an hour already. Okay, that does not appear to be helping at all. But, she can make a drink, though. Alright, let's have her drink that, maybe that'll help her fun. Nope. Alright, well that doesn't really have any effect on it. Okay. So she's gonna go off to work in a not too happy mood, unfortunately. Let's have him make that. Oh, was he? Okay, never mind. Alright. Well, we'll have him eat the leftover scrambled eggs, actually. Let's have him eat some leftover grilled cheese, since it's not breakfast time anymore. And then he goes off to work in another hour, I believe. So he goes into work, yes, very shortly. So we'll have him eat, and then he goes off, and she should... Okay, you need to go to work. You're already late. Yeah, she's like an hour late, and Brian just came home. And then Malcolm's also got to go off to work. So now the two of them are gone, and we are left with just Brian. So we'll get him a little bit happier, and then have him go out to the Blue Velvet Club to do some stand-up and meet some people. And, oh wait, not cook. I meant to open the fridge and get some food, so let's have him get some scrambled eggs, eat something really quick before going out, and then he can go out, have some fun, since he also needs to get his fun up some, too. So we'll let him eat that really, really quickly. Brian finishes food, so let's get him off to the club. Brian's at the Blue Velvet. I didn't bother showing any of the picking the lot thing because, you know, I said this is where we're gonna go, so it wasn't really necessary. But let's have him go up here and tell some jokes, you know, work on his comedy skill a little bit. So this probably isn't gonna go very well since he's kind of new at this.
Dribna, Harfin, Wibis Chimna.
He seems to be struggling a little bit. We'll let him do this for a little bit, and then have him go around and meet all the people here that he doesn't know yet, because he does have to introduce himself to 10 Sims to get to the next milestone. But, let's see if he does the... Oh, there we go. He just hit himself in the head with the microphone. I guess he didn't know what to do, so he just hit himself in the head for comedic effect. So let's get him to the next comedy skill level, and then have him stop and start, going around, introducing himself, having fun, maybe he can dance a little bit. I don't know if anyone he knows is here, but if they are, then we can have him hang out with them too. So he reached level 2, let's have him go around and do some funny, let's have him do the funny introductions, because, he's a funny guy, so we'll have him, there's plenty of people here that he doesn't know, so we'll have him introduce himself to all of them. And looks like Lily's here, so we'll have to introduce himself to this guy and then have him talk to Lily. So I guess it'll still take a little bit since there's a lot of people. Oh, Brian's there too. Oh wait, oh my gosh. Oh, that was a dirt moment. I was like, oh wow, look, Brian's here. And I was like, wait a minute, I am playing as Brian. What the hell am I thinking? Oops. Okay. Alright, okay, let's have him enthuse about his interests with her. And then he also wants to hip bump someone. So let's have him hip bump her. That's a way to, hint to someone that you like them. Let's see, let's enthuse about new show. And let's tell an engaging story. I don't know if he's ready to reveal, flirt with her a little bit. I don't know if he's quite ready for that. But we'll have him joke about old times with her. So that was kind of cool that he ran into her here. She seems to be amused. Let's tell a funny story. And looks like Olivia came too, so someone else that he knows. And he introduced himself to her, right? Let's see, how many more Sims does he use? So he introduced himself to 3 out of 10 Sims, so we do have to also have him introduce himself to more Sims, and Malcolm only made a measly 63 simoleons, but, he does only make $9 an hour, so... let's... Oh, he has to go to the bathroom, so we should probably let him take care of that, and then we can have him go around, introduce himself to some more Sims, and then go back to talking to Lily. Hopefully she'll stick around for a little bit, and I guess, what is he doing? Alright, so he's up there taking care of his business. Let's have him go back down here, introduce himself to some new people. I think a bunch of other people came in. So there we go, let's do an introduction to this guy, this girl. I think that was Eliza Pancakes. So that's a couple more Sims. I think that's about all of the new people. Let's see, did he introduce himself to her? Yes, he did. And, ooh, it looks like Meredith got promoted to head dishwasher. So she got a 334 simoleon bonus. They still don't have the 2,900 they need for their bills, though. So that kind of sucks. But we still got another day to get that. But let's have him go back to. Let's have him ask Lily to hang out with him. And talk to her some more. Let's tell an outrageous story. Alright, so it looks like she wants to hang out with him for a little bit. Let's see. I don't know if he's ready for this. We'll have him. You know what? We can have him ask her if she's single. He's just kind of checking up to see if she's met anyone new. That's nothing too serious. Just making sure she hasn't met a new guy recently. Wait, where are you going? Where are you going? He was about to... Alright, hopefully she's not... Okay, there we go. She's not leaving. Alright, so Lily is of course still single, so now he knows that for sure. I guess he just kind of worded it as, so, are you seeing anyone? How are things going with that? Although I guess the ask about love life interaction would have been better for that, but he doesn't quite have that. So we'll have him have a deep conversation with her. Unfortunately, she's not at the same table. And let's have him express admiration for her. And what else can we do? Let's do an impression. What is he? Let's see. He still wants to debate captains. Can we do that with her? Let's see. Compliment outfit. Ooh, let's have him compliment her outfit. That's nice. And, can we... How do they debate captains? Guess I'm missing something. You know, let's ask about her day. That's always really nice. And let's describe a robot invasion.
Droba.
That's a sure way to win over a girl's heart. I don't know. That's actually could be a pretty interesting conversation topic. You know, Lily's a cool girl. She'd probably go. You know, they're also good friends though, so you know, I'm sure she knows about his love of robot invasions. Let's see, he wants to tell a joke. We'll have him do that. Let's have him tell a knock-knock joke. And what time? Oh wow, it's 3 in the morning. I didn't even realize that. And oh, let's have him introduce himself to Bob Pancakes, get another person, and introduce himself to her. So we'll have him do that really quick. So let's see, that is 7 people he's introduced himself to now. So we just need 3 more, and I don't really see anyone else here. You know, the night's kind of winding down. It's 4 in the morning, and oh, this guy just walked in. Let's see. Okay, let's have him introduce himself to this guy. Oh, I guess there's a piano player. Alright. He is getting pretty tired though, so I think I'm gonna have him say goodbye to Lily and head back home. He didn't quite get up the guts to tell her how he feels, but he did make a little bit of progress by, you know, asking if she was single and admiring her. So we'll have him say goodbye and then head back home since he's getting pretty pooped. Brian is back home at the early or late, depends on how you look at it, hour of 5 in the morning. I think he actually, oh shoot, he actually has to go to work in 4 hours. But I'm going to end this part here though, so I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and bye!